Namaste. Namaste. Welcome to the art of the word that I am. And I'm going to go deep and deep and deeper than deep. Because I have been deep and deep and deeper than deep. So I brought something deep. From the deep darkness I brought some broad light. And I want to tell you something now. I want to tell you something that actually opposites are one. Opposites are two sides of the same coin that are missing each other in the world of separation, fighting, trying to control each other, exploit each other, violate each other, because they are missing each other. And one violates, others get violated, or the other way around. One controls, other is controlled. Because you see, nothing and everything are opposites. In the Western science term, you can say nothing is not everything. And that this is the science, nothing is not everything. But from the Buddhist, Zen, Tao point of view, even Jesus' words, Buddha said, nothing is everything. Why? Because if there would be only everything, you would not know nothing. And if there would be only nothing, there would be nothing. Everything would not be known. So everything is defined by nothing. If there is no everything, then can be no nothing. And if there's no nothing, there can be no everything. Nothing is everything. And the great nothing, the source, the great darkness, where everything comes out, nothing is everything. Because nothing, in the beginning there was word. When before word there was nothing. And that nothing was everything. And in that nothing was everything. And everything came out of nothing. So the source, I am nothing. And she's that everything that I am nothing without. And out of nothing came everything. Out of the source, out of nothing. So nothing is everything. And everything is nothing because it came out of nothing, and it is in everything. So everything is nothing. Nothing is everything. Form, object, form is space, and space is form. Why? Because if there was no form, no object, you would not know empty space. And if there was no empty space, you would not know object. Emptiness is defined by fullness. If there was no fullness, only emptiness, there would be only emptiness, nothing else. And if there would be only fullness, there would be only fullness. No emptiness known. So emptiness is fullness. Fullness is emptiness. Death is life. If we would be life eternally, never die, we would not know death, we would not know life. We would not know anything. Only we would be living. But now because there is death, now we know life. If there will be death, there will be only death, nothing. And now because there's death, how beautiful he said nothing would be, because we go back to nothing. the source of everything, which is everything, not nothing in the Western source. So nothing is everything. Death is life. We know life because there's death. And we know death because there's life. Death is defined by life. Life is defined by death. You cannot have one without another. Because if there would be only life, there would not be life. We would just live. There would be no idea of death, so there would be no idea of life. Because there would be no opposites. In the world of love, in the fifth dimensional worlds, they don't know what love is. They don't speak about love. They don't speak about peace. They don't speak about these things. Because only love exists and only peace, and they are being at peace and loving being who they are and loving others as they are. And respecting energy of everything and everyone unconditionally with no resistance, which is love. They are living love. They don't have to speak about love. Because there's no hate, there's no exploitation, there's no suffering, there's no control, there's no violation and abuse and cheating and deception. So, love is defined by hate, by conflict, by exploitation, by control, by violation, by everything that is not love. So there would not be exploitation, conflict, suffering, control, violation. There would be no love. You would not know love. You would be only loving. In fifth dimension, only love exists. There's no violation. In this world, everybody speaks of love. In fifth dimension, they are loving. They don't need to speak about love because there's only love. And because in this world, out of attachments, they control each other. Then they need each other. Then they blame each other. Then they suffer together. Then they fight. Then they blame each other for the love that they don't have in themselves. They are speaking about love in separation from love, crying for love. They are not loving, and there's no love. There is abomination, inversion of love, control, need, exploitation, deception, abuse, violation. I need you, I love you, I cannot live without you. There is consumption, and they call it love. Because there's no love. And they speak of love because the world is suffering in opposition and separation from love, in lying, in need for love. I love you because I need love. Then I need to consume you. I need to control you. Then I need to blame you that I don't get love from you, that I don't have within myself. And we need to fight, and we suffer, and we are attached. We need love from each other. We cannot separate because we are not loving. We are fighting, but we are attached. We depend on one another. Then we blame one another for the love that we don't have within ourselves. And we call it love. We speak about love because it's not love. So love is defined by hate. And in the world where there's no hate, no control, no conflict, no suffering in separation and opposition from love, there's no word love. Nobody speaks about love because there's only love and everybody's loving. And in the world where there's no love, separation, opposition, suffering in it, in this world, what is in this world happening? Everybody's speaking about love. I love you, I love you, I love you, because everybody's suffering in separation from love, or in trying to get love from another. and controlling and not getting it, then blaming it, or other controlling them, blaming them. And they're abused. So opposites are one. Hate, control, conflict is the opposites of love. And it is love. It is love in separation from love, searching for itself. And it doesn't know that it has to find it itself. Love that it sees in another, sees it in another, then try to get it from another and cannot get it from another, and blaming, controlling, fighting, violating, crying for love like lovers when they love each other so much that they kill each other in the end. Like Romeo and Julia. Like Achilles. Need that love so much that the million warriors and the greatest warrior that could kill everybody couldn't finish him, but because he needed love. Because of the ego trips that they had with Paris. Own love, control love. Yeah, he noble, yeah, but not innocent. And we die in separation from love, and there was only suffering. So like this Troya, this story of Troya, I love in my soul so much, because it actually shows us what attachment does, what control does, what need for love does to you. What does to you when you need to have that love outside of yourself? What attachments do, what control does, what ego does. I'm the number one, I'm the best. And in the end, everybody died, and she suffered. And no love, you see, it's the greatest love story. There's no love in it. Suffering ends with suffering. And I know I'm watching the movie Troya with Brad Pitt when I was just in the beginning years of my awakening. And I saw everything in it. It's the perfect depiction. What will attachment do and fear of losing? Owning another soul and fear of losing, entire kingdom burn. Families cry, men die, women die, villages burn, everything is burning. It's love. It's separation from the self, searching for the self. I don't know, I really went off topic. Little bit. You know what? There's no love, suffering and separation from love. You need for love, calling that love, that control, that suffering. Because love is suffering, but not in a way that love is suffering. True love is not suffering. True love has no control, no attachments, no need for love, no violation, but respect unconditional for your energy. Whatever feels right to you, you want to make you happy. what you love and never would do anything, want anything from you that you don't like. That's true love, no attachment. Fullness of love, giving love. But love is suffering because we define love by everything that is not love, and because we know what is not love, what is suffering in opposition from love, in control, suffering, we know now what is love. And if there was no suffering, in opposition, separation from love, there would be no love. We would be only loving, we would not know love. Like, if there would be no death, we would be only eternally living here. We would not know life. So you see, the opposites actually, they need each other. I tell you how opposites, they need each other. They need each other. Because you see why opposite attract. One has more compassion, more artistic expression, more deep love, more care, more forgiveness, mercy, deep feeling everything, understanding. Feminine qualities. Other has control, stability, order, structure. Thinking, planning, masculine energies. And in this world, masculine energies try to own feminine by controlling her, violating her, trying to own her. She's freedom, trying to put her in a cage. And the feminine energies, people that have feminine energies, they're searching for that kind of men, women, because they need order, discipline, structure, planning, thinking. They need to find it in themselves. They are seeing it outside in others. So you see, like you have hippies, people of the nature, who live freely, artistically, express, care for each other, love each other, have compassion, forgiveness, mercy, healing, love, art, a very feminine energy. And then there are these people of the system, very cold, very planning, very structured, very thinking, control, order. And they need each other, because these people fancy these people of the system. They can say, we are the best, we are the best. Look at them hippies, they live like animals. They love each other. They cannot be better. They cannot be decent folk without them dirty hippies. So they need each other, they love each other, and without them they would not even exist. And by hating them, judging them, blaming them, their ego, they're actually loving them. Because they need compassion, mercy, freedom, dancing, art. They need forgiveness, they need love, they need feeling, deep understanding, they need nature. And they're fighting because both of them are missing in each other what they didn't find in themselves is hidden underneath their shadows. And also hippies, they think awakened people living with nature, they think we are better, we are living with nature, we are in fifth dimension, we are like this, we are like that. And look at these people, asleep sheep in the matrix. They're like Mr. Smith feeding the matrix. We can feel better. We need them. We are better. We are natural. We're living with a natural way, in the natural flow. And they are living against nature, sheep controlled. Better. They're better. We can feel better about ourselves. We are the best. And the point is that both of the always both opposites think they are good and the other one is bad. And they think they're good and the other one is bad. And this is always like this. It's the same. Russia and America, same shit. I mean Western Union and Russian Union. Same shit. They need what the other one has. They're missing in themselves and hating in another. And they need each other. Without Russia, there's no America. Without America, there's no Russia. There's no one to blame, no one to hate, no one to have excuse to change the world and enslave the world. And for Russia, same. We are the best. They are bad. We need them, so we are the best. They are defined by one another. And they are just missing in each other what they don't have and see in one another and want to conquer one another. And they need each other. They cannot live without one another. And if Russia would today disappear, America crying like the greatest lover disappearing. And if America disappearing tomorrow, Russia crying. They need each other, ego need the opposite side to be that defined. They no more exist. We no more, we don't know who we are. We don't exist anymore. We are defined by them. We love them so much. Like in America, Democrats and Republicans. They fucking love each other so much that they cannot, opposites. They love each other so much. Without Democrats, there is no Republicans. And without Republicans, there's no Democrats. And like Russia and America, they both think they're holy and good, and the other one's a bad guy to kill. So same the Republicans and the Democrats. Just in same way. You see, in the same way, Republican and Democrats are doing same way. We are good and they are bad. And they are bad and we are good and they are bad. They are defined by each other. They love each other. If the Democrats today disappear, Republicans are crying they don't exist anymore because they depend on the opposite side. If there's no opposite side, there's no them. They defined by them. They are good, and the other one is bad. There's always the two sides think they're good, and the other is bad. Every side thinks like this. And they love each other so much that if tomorrow Democrats disappear, Republicans are crying and dying, doing suicide. And Democrats, they also think they are good, they are the best. I don't know, shit. Okay. Anyway, the both are bad, but I don't like Satanism. This disguised like saving the world and people. But the same, they think they're good, they think they're holy, and the other one is bad. And they need Republicans. They need Republicans. We love them so much. They are one. And if the Republicans disappear tomorrow, the Democrats will be most sad because they have no one to blame. No one to see as evil. They no more cannot feel good and holy because there's no bad opposition. And they're crying, doing suicide immediately. They don't exist because they are one actually. Because they both represent the opposite sides of the truth. And they both are standing for some truths. And for some lies. Many lies. Put that aside. And what they are missing, the other one has. And what the other one has, they are missing. And there you see, like you see these parliament games. They love each other. It's like orgy. They love each other so much. They cannot get money without one another. They need to fight each other. They need each other. Because I am the holy Republican only if there is an unholy Democrat. And I am the holy Democrat. I'm so good. Because there's his bad. I need him. I need him. I need him. So I can be good. He's bad. I love him so much. They disappear tomorrow is finished. That's why the great, Tony Montana said, right? You need a bad guy like me, yeah. You need a bad guy like me. So you can point your fucking finger and say, there's the bad guy. You fucker can think you're holy, huh? And yeah, so they can think they're holy. So the opposites are one. And in the world of separation and opposition, they are fighting each other. But they actually both have qualities. Always opposites that are the truth. And they need to implement within themselves the other side. They are actually opposite poles of the truth and should not unite but fight. But this is the world of separation and opposition, of darkness and light. Always fight. They need each other. Like lovers need each other. They're fighting all the time, in drama. They need each other. They need each other. Because they are crying, fighting in conflict, drama, fighting. They're crying for the parts of themselves that they missed in themselves, covered in their shadow, and they see them in another, but it hurts them within. They remind that they can get them only from within themselves. Unite, opposites unite. Darkness and light fight. Why? Day and night. You see the dark sky, the black sky is supporting the stars to shine. It holds them, protects them, gives them space and darkness. More dark it is, more they can shine. Loves the darkness. And it gives the darkness space, holds the darkness. It can shine. That's why opposites are one and are just calling for each other. You see, because in this world you have people with empaths with compassion, forgiveness, deep feeling, mercy, artistic expression, love, care. And then you have people who are the more darkness conscious, sociopaths, who like to control, who like to do order, structure, think. And they also oppose and like to control others, and like this. And you see, they actually both, they are opposites. But those who have love, compassion, they feel, they have mercy, forgiveness, they artistically express themselves. And they don't have control, order, structure, planning. They have freedom, but they don't have this. They don't have no bones. They have no darkness to protect them from the darkness of others. Then others, because they don't have it, can control them, manipulate them, exploit them, violate them. And their darkness is blaming them, opposing them. They care how others feel, so they don't want to hurt them, and then they suffer for them, go against themselves, others exploit them and like use them, you see. And always attracted because they need order, structure. So the people that have order, structure, control, but have no compassion, forgiveness, mercy, feeling, they come in their life, they control them and abuse them. Because they actually need. They are attracted to the opposite that they don't have. They have only control, thinking, order, power. They need compassion, love, forgiveness, mercy. And then they end up controlling them, abusing them, exploiting them, trying to get their energy. You see, we want this from another. But you see, when the opposites actually unite. Now listen to this. When opposites actually unite. I'm actually writing the article, and I will write this in article also. When opposites actually unite, integrate, darkness integrates with the light. Your ego no more blaming you, no more judging you, no more blaming you for how you feel, judging you, afraid of you for how you feel, what you want to do. No more controlling you, trying to make you go against yourself. So you no more blame and judge others, control others. Your ego stands for your light, holds your light, your compassion, your love, your mercy, your artistic expression, your fragile, sensitive soul. And then what happens? Your ego is not attacking you, not attacking others. It's integrated in your direction, integrated from the soul, one with the soul, controlled by the soul. And then when others try to violate you, attack you, try to make you do what doesn't feel right to you, and then blame you for what they're doing to you, and try to control you, violate you, then your darkness stands for you, protects you, says no to them, defends you against your power, your structure, your darkness, your order, stands for you, protects your light, holds the light, protects the light, and say no to them with no guilt. It doesn't blame you anymore. It's not afraid of you. Know that you didn't do anything to them, you owe them nothing, and you don't do to them what doesn't feel right to them, you don't want from them what doesn't feel right to them, so you say no to them. You protect yourself from the darkness that is attacking you, unconscious darkness, is separating you, opposing you, because your darkness is now serving the light, opposing the light, so darkness is the light, serving you, that you can shine from the violations of unconscious darkness of others and standing for you. So in this world, actually opposites are actually just you, like hippies and people of the system. You have left and right. You have technology, you have nature. But actually both are just expressions of the female and male energy. And are just in this world fighting. But they're just needing the qualities that they see in each other and hate in each other. Try to destroy in one another. Because they are missing them in themselves. And actually opposites are actually the missing parts of the opposite. We know peace because we know war. And when we bring war to consciousness, to darkness, the conflict, control, violation, we integrate it within ourselves. We see the darkness and hate that is in the world, and control and opposition. The shadow is actually within us, that evil. We heal it within ourselves, we integrate it within ourselves. We no more see it outside of others. We no more control others, violate others, blame others, because we healed it within ourselves. It doesn't control, violate, blame us anymore. We understand it. And we no more see it in others. We no more create war, but we shed light into the war. And we help others, help the world to heal the darkness, bring it to light, back to love, back to His beloved, back to love. Integrate it. They don't see it in others anymore. Opposites are one. You see. And the Shaolin monks, Vedic Kshatriyas, samurais, they were the example of this. Warriors meditating, Dharma, meditation, peace, love, not hurting a fly, not doing anything to anyone who doesn't feel right to them, being in the flow of life, like Buddha. Well, the fuck it, you Shaolin samurai, Kshatriyas, warriors, they love, they are meditating, they are masters. But if you come to fuck with him, you come to threaten him, try to kill him, and you don't stop when he tells you stop, he'll kill you. He's not violating you. He leaves you alone. But when you're violating him and you don't stop, then his darkness, he's no more blaming himself. He's not hurting himself. When you try to kill him, he'll kill you. His darkness will stand for his light. And whatever the energy you are trying to destroy him, it will go back to you. They had their darkness, one with the light. Loving, teaching secrets of Buddha, how to live in love with all living beings, blessing all living beings. So all beings can be free. But if they don't want to be free, if they want to violate, if they want to hurt, and they leave me alone, it's okay. And then they come to our temple, to our kingdom, to our village. They try to destroy the love, peace and harmony, the way of the nature that we have here, and they will get it. If we leave them alone, they come. And their heads get cut off. They are not attacking the light of others with their darkness. Their darkness is one with the light, serving the light in love, has purpose again. If darkness of this world try to destroy their kingdom of love and peace, darkness defends the light, protects the light, stands from the light. And they kill. So peace is war in this world. And samurais and Shaolins know this. Because when unconscious darkness that try to conquer them comes to attack them, if they want peace, if they don't want slavery, conflict and suffering, then they have to go to war and kill them. So it is like with guns in America. You want them to take your guns away? You're crying for guns? Yeah, fuck it. This is the third dimension. Many people have guns. Many people have unconscious darkness they want to kill. Government has unconscious darkness, want to control and subdue humanity completely, and control their minds and everything, surveil everything. You can dream, we need no guns, let us give the guns away. But still, these energies that want to kill and control you and rule over you, they will be there. The only thing will be that you will have no guns And then you see, in Netherlands yesterday on protest, the police shooting on the farmers protesting because 30% of them, because of the ecological saving of the world, 30% of farmers go out of business. They protesting and police shooting at them. Hey, they have no guns, you see? No police can shoot at them. And just wonder, Netherlands police was one of the most peaceful just few years ago in the world. Teddy bears. And last year they were shooting at protested people with real ammunition. This year at farmers. So what do you imagine the American police, which is killing people every day? If they take your guns away, if you the most peaceful police in the world can shoot at their citizens, then what will they do to you, America? American police is crazy. If they get the green light, you have no guns, now they can do whatever they want. It's not Netherlands teddy bear police. I don't wish for that. Shaolins knew that. The opposites are one. Kshatriyas knew that. Samurais knew that. Because the consciousness in this world is such. You don't have a gun, you don't have a sword, but they have. Sure, in fifth dimension, opposites are one. There's no opposites. There's no love. We all are loving. It's just that. There's no peace. Because there's no war. We're just being at peace. There's no respect of energy of others. There's nobody's violating energy of others. There's no opposites anymore. Opposites are just separation from the thing. Just showing us the shadow of the thing. There's no guns. Nobody has a gun because nobody has the unconscious darkness that want to control others, exploit others, steal their energy, control their energy, or kill or violate others. There's no greed. No love, because there's no hate and no suffering in separation from love, a need for love and control. It is just love. In this world, maybe you need a gun to be free, to be at peace. Because you can give your guns away. Yeah, they killed some children to take your guns away. They're blaming some boy. They will still have them. The criminals will still have them. And the police will sigh and relief because now they can do whatever they always wanted to do. So nothing is everything. Darkness is light, and that's why I'm speaking with love about darkness and light. Because without the darkness you would not know light. Without the light you would not know darkness. And out of darkness came light. Source. The great unknown. Where everything comes from. The light. She is that everything that I'm nothing without. I love her so much. I want to enjoy her shine so much. I have to be opposites. I have to go completely dark. So that I don't disturb and violate her beautiful shining. Because if I put my little light up and she no more shines, I'm dimming her light, disturbing her light. I have to turn my light off completely. So she can shine in all her light. So darkness makes the light to shine. Opposites are one. Darkness is light. It's love. Yin yang. They are opposed and separated, but actually they're just opposite parts of one love. Anyway, there's no opposites. Only this is the world of opposition and separation, illusion. There's only love. I love you, and thank you for listening. Much love, blessings, love, 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 blessings, kisses, everything. No? If anybody wishes to offer a donation, I put my PayPal there, but only if there is love. You giving love from the heart. And now I survived my miracle, my death. So I started again. For every donation that comes, don't write to me, don't give me any problems and like this. I just tell you what I do. And I do this for every donation, because on Facebook I'm not to chat, to guide anyone, to be the personal trainer and helper. No, I do my work. I put my truths out of there so others can help themselves find their truth. This is what I do on Facebook, nothing else. But for every donation that comes, because you love my work, you want to support my work, I do something. I do white light source energy healing. And I should not know your problems. Don't write to me, because I focus on you completely healed, happy, and everything. And I do white light source energy healing for every single donation that arrives from your heart. This is not that you buy the donation, you give the support to my work. This is my gift, my energy, what I do from the heart for everyone. Because I cannot heal anyone. Only myself with the source through me can heal. And it did. I died. And I live. And I do from the heart again healing to everyone who offers a donation. But yes, I want to conclude with something. I love you so much. Thank you for every donation. Only if you love it, you give from the heart, word and not free for everyone. But we all had to live in this world. It's energy exchange, so I'm so grateful and appreciate everyone who ever gives. But in the relation, if I would not know that, if I would not know the suffering and not even being able to walk, being able to take a shower, being able to live, and if I haven't left and been in complete darkness, I would not appreciate light and life and all this now in such a joy like this. So that is life. Hell is heaven. Suffering is joy. Because now I love to enjoy. I love to love. I love to make a video. I love to meditate. I love to walk. I love to go to here next forest. I love to see birds singing. I love the sun, because I thought I'd never see the sun. I thought for sure I'm dead, because I could not walk. I thought I'd never go to forest again. I thought I never write and teach again, because my mind was gone and I couldn't speak anymore and nothing anymore. So I would not know that darkness and death. I would not come to life. So out of death comes life. Opposites are one. I needed that death suffering and that hell. You know, it's needed. It's the initiation. It's what happens. It's the test. We go into the deepest darkness on the bottom to bring out the brightest light. So it takes the darkest night to make the brightness, shiniest light to shine bright. You know? No. What is this? What is this? It takes the brightest light and darkest night to bring out the brightest light. Like we need this. It's the test, it's the initiation, it has to happen. You have to go to hell, you have to see that, You have to experience the greatest suffering, that you conquer that. The miracle happens. God heals you. And then you can be a living confession, living miracle. And then you can help others because you conquered the hell, source conquered the hell through you. And now you can help others because you conquered the hell. You almost died, but you live. You were suffering beyond healing, but you healed. You conquered the hell, now you can help others to get out of that hell. It was not possible for you to heal, for you to come back and do these things. It was not possible for me what I'm doing. And yesterday doing some kung fu, it was not possible. But now it's the one and only possibility. And then others can get inspired. Because they are in their darkness, in their night. Darkness is light. They can get inspired to search for their light, to fight, to conquer the night and bring out the brightest light. Darkness is light. I give you my word. Purnamaste. I don't know why it's so dark here. Purnamaste.